Chapter 12, The Nightmare. Papyrus asked to Sans, "What are you doing here?" And he responded, "Duck in why enter her home. And Papyrus answered, "You. But you are a lazy bones. You can't protect her from any danger of the night." And Sans answered, "Maybe. But I can take her home way more faster than you. And Papyrus exclaimed, "You want to bet?" And Sans said, "Fine. And after that, Sans took you by your arm, started to almost run in the opposite direction of your house." Papyrus shouted, "You fool! You don't even know where Yan's house is," and at the moment he finished saying that, everything went black. A few seconds later, Sans and you were in front of your house. Impressed, you asked Sans, "How did you magic?" Sans interrupted you, and after that, you two saw Papyrus running at full speed to you. Papyrus immediately reached you and said, "You Juck while panting." And Sans responded, "You see? I can take Yan to her home way more faster than you." And Papyrus added, "At least I don't have to use magic to be fast." And Sans answered, "At least I'm not panting." Sans and Papyrus continued discussing for 10 minutes until you decided to come in your home. When you came in, you could still hear Sans and Papyrus arguing. Suddenly Flowey popped in front of the window and said, "What is wrong with them?" And you responded, "Papyrus is jealous because he thinks that Sans wants to take me away from him. And Flowey reacted, "Really? Well, it is a good reason. And you added, "If we don't do something they are going to separate and never talk to each other again." And Flowey said, "I honestly don't care about them. And you answered, "I know. But I feel guilty. Because they are discussing because of me." And Flowey added, "Oh. I got an idea!" Send Sans and Papyrus a message which says that you won't see them in a long time until they don't discuss anymore. And you said, "In fact that's a terrible idea. But what if it works? YOLO. You wrote the message and sent it to Papyrus and Sans. Papyrus and Sans were still discussing until suddenly both of their phones rang. They grabbed them and saw the message. As they finished reading the message, they both stared at you with a face of "Give me an explanation about this," but you just waved your hand. Then you started to pull down the blinds. They ran to your window to stop you, but when they were about to touch the glass, the blinds fell. After that, Papyrus and Sans started to shout, "Y/N. Don't leave us like this. Tell us what is wrong and we will help you." And you shouted back, "Nothing. It is just that I don't want you two to argue because of me. And then you rushed with Flowey to your room. You left Flowey on your room's desk and then you jumped to your bed. You two tried to sleep until Papyrus and Sans went to the window of your room, which's blinds were up. Before they could open the window, you immediately pulled down the blinds. After that you jumped in your bed once again, but Papyrus and Sans started to shout again. You and Flowey tried to sleep, but it was impossible, so you gave Flowey a pillow and both of you put it over your head. A few minutes later you both fell asleep. The next day, you got up at 10:42 a.m. You and Flowey didn't sleep very well, you both had eye bags. However, you had a shower and then breakfast. After that you went back to your room and saw Flowey on a corner with his head down. You asked him what was wrong and he shyly responded, "Last night I had nightmare. And you said, "And you feel bad for that. And Flowey added, "Exactly. Once again you asked, "Would tell me what was it about?" And Flowey accepted. "In my nightmare. I woke up at 4:33 a.m. and I was thirsty, so I went to the fridge to get something to drink. When I reached it, I opened the fridge and Undine was inside it. Then she took a glass of water and said, 'You're thirsty. Drink this,' and she ripped me off from my pot. She put me inside the glass and then put her hand over it. And after all that, I drowned. And then I woke up. I feel scared. What if she is still alive? I never thought I would say this ... please hug me ... and then you somehow managed to hug the pot that Flowey was in. After a few minutes of hugging the flower, it was 11:56 a.m. and your mother called you for lunch. You and Flowey went and had lunch and suddenly the clock struck 12:43 p.m., so you immediately prepared your school bag and came out of your house running, but in the moment that you stepped out of your house, two persons tackled you. You soon noticed that those two persons were Papyrus and Sans.
I'm glad you enjoyed the video. Before we close the video, I noticed 53% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. If you can, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment down below. Until next time, goodbye!